Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Madam Nur Hafizah. So today we would like to present about Reserve Bank of New Zealand. So before we start this presentation, I would like to introduce our group members. My name is Muhammad Arif Daniel bin Mustafa Kamal.
My name is Nur Akila binti Azlan.
I'm Nurul Safra binti Amran.
So let's begin. Background of Reserve Bank New Zealand. So the Reserve Bank of New Zealand was established in 1934. It's owned by the government of New Zealand since 1936. And the Reserve Bank purpose is to promote a sound, efficient and dynamic monetary and financial system. It seeks to achieve its vision, a great team by a central bank. So we have the organizational chart. We have Adrian Orr as the governor. We have Geoff Barson as deputy governor or general manager of financial stability. We have Mike Wellinkovic as assistant governor or CFO finance. We have Simon Roberts as assistant governor or general manager governance, strategy and corporate relation. We also have Patrick Holler as assistant governor, general manager of business operation. We also have Lindsay Jenkins as General Manager of People and Culture. And lastly, we have Christian Hawkesby as General Manager Economics, Financial Market and Banking. So this is the New Zealand currency, which is New Zealand dollar, and it also known as Kiwi dollar. So this is $5 New Zealand dollar, 10 New Zealand dollar, 20 New Zealand dollar, 50 New Zealand dollar, and 100 New Zealand dollar. So this is New Zealand coin. We have 5 there. So that's all for me.
So next, moving on to the monetary policy of Reserve Bank New Zealand. So the Reserve Bank uses monetary policy to control inflation and keep within a specific target. So the Reserve Bank uses monetary policy by setting the official cash rate, which is OCR, to keep price stable and keep cost of living from fluctuating too much. So OCR is actually an interest rate, which is cost of borrowing money that influence all other interest rates. So basically, OCR have control dial. When the Reserve Bank dials up the OCR, spending and investment will goes down. Then it will lead to inflation. So when it dials down the OCR, spending and investment will increases. Therefore, it will bring people to spend and investment more. The Reserve Bank will review the OCR every 6 weeks, and this will help to keep inflation stable and keep New Zealand's economy running smoothly. So based on this illustration, the Reserve Bank has an agreement with the government to work to keep inflation between 1 and 3% on average, with a focus on the midpoint 2%. This will allow people and business to plan better and helps the economy to grow at a sustainable rate. Then this is the rate of inflation from 2007 until 2017. So in 2017, the inflation rate for New Zealand was 1.9%. The inflation rate for New Zealand is rises from the previous years, which is 0.6%. Next, the rate of unemployment. New Zealand's unemployment rate fell to 4.7% from 5.1% in the previous year. So this is the graph shows that from 2007 until 2017, the rate of unemployment for New Zealand.
Next, we're going to compare between rate of inflation and rate of unemployment in New Zealand. In New Zealand, for rate of inflation in 2017, the rate of inflation rise from the previous year, and this is because of the reduction cost of transportation, communications, and household contents and services by the government. Hence, the government has taken the action to stabilize the economy by increase the interest in taxation, reduce in government expenditure, thirdly, increase in reserve requirement, and lastly, the government sell the security bonds in open market to the public to reduce bank deposit and credit creation of commercial banks so that the money supply will reduce at consumers' hand. Then we have rate of unemployment. In 2017, the rate is falling from the previous year, and this is because of the firm are not willing to hire for the reason that the domestic economy slows down and then the global financial crisis struck, and it also because of the fact that the employee lack of skill, which doesn't meet the requirement needed. And then the government has taken the action to reduce the interest taxation, and secondly, increase in government expenditure, thirdly, decrease the reserve requirement at bank, and then lastly, government buy the security bank so that there will be more money held at consumers' hand. Hence, it will promote economic growth. And then lastly is the two fiscal policy, which is expansionary and contractionary. We have two strategies, which are tax and also government expenditure. For tax, in expansionary, we have to decrease the tax so that aggregate demand will increase, hence promote economic growth. And then for government expenditure, the government has to increase its expenditure so that it will increase the spending in the country so that the economy is at more productive state. Whilst for contractionary, we have to increase the taxation as for the reason that the consumer has more money at their hand and it causes the price of goods and services increases. Hence, we need to increase the tax so that we will reduce aggregate demand as it will retard the economic growth. For the government expenditure, we need to decrease the government expenditure so that it will reduce the spending in the country, New Zealand, so that the economy is at more sustainable level. So the fiscal policy that we have to choose to promote economic growth is expansionary, as it will make rather than we choose contractionary, where in contractionary that is where we need to reduce the money supply at hand by the consumer. So in conclusion, the fiscal policy used to promote economic growth is expansionary. The two strategies are reduce the interest taxation. Secondly, we need to increase the government expenditure. That's all from us. Thank you.